everyone. Welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 114. It's July 26th, 2026. We've got some really cool AI stuff to talk about today. Let's dive in. Here's something that's going to change how you think about creating games from scratch. A researcher shared an experiment where an AI system built an entire working city builder game called Cezanne. The game turns simple brushstrokes on a canvas into a living town that grows on its own. You paint with gestures, and the AI turns those marks into streets, houses, and neighborhoods that develop their own personalities over time. The whole concept came from the AI itself, blending an impressionist art style with city planning rules. Think of it like dropping seeds on soil and watching a garden decide its own layout instead of following a fixed plan. Another way to picture it is finger painting on a rainy window, except the smears turn into buildings that keep evolving long after you lift your finger. The AI did not copy an existing game from somewhere. It invented the idea of mixing art gestures with urban growth so every stroke shapes long-term patterns. This matters because it shows AI helping people invent new creative tools instead of just answering questions. For anyone who enjoys games like Minecraft or The Sims, this points toward more personal ways to build worlds where your own drawings set the rules. Students interested in game design or digital art could sketch an idea and see a working prototype appear quickly. The demo already runs free in any web browser with nothing to install. Go to the Cezanne site in your browser, paint a few shapes, and notice how a curved stroke might create a different neighborhood feel than a straight one. That single idea shows AI moving from chat windows into hands-on creative experiments anyone can play with right now. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, the deep dive where we unpack how something actually works. Today we are looking at how language models turn simple predictions into brand new ideas, like the Cezanne game. The process starts with something you already know from your phone. Your keyboard guesses the next word while you text by looking at everything you have typed before and what usually follows in similar messages. The model does the same thing but on a much larger scale. It looks across millions of examples of games, art styles, and city building mechanics all at once. Next, it predicts which fresh combination would feel interesting and fun instead of just finishing a sentence. Then it fills in the details step by step, such as neighborhoods that change character or gestures that grow into buildings. The model is not copying one single game. It blends patterns it has seen across thousands of creative projects to invent something new on the spot. Picture a recipe box where every card holds one cooking trick you have tried before. The model flips through the entire box and combines 3 or 4 tricks in a way no one has written down yet. That chaining of learned patterns is exactly how the AI came up with an impressionist city builder from scratch. The result feels like invention because the system has seen so many human creations that it can remix them into something that did not exist before. Once you see that prediction can lead to invention, the whole process stops feeling mysterious and starts feeling like a very fast, very well-read brainstorming partner. Let's move into cool stuff and try this, where I share tools you can open right now. First up is a free beginner guide that explains what AI agents are and how regular people can use them. AI agents act like helpful assistants that can take multiple steps on their own instead of waiting for one question at a time. This becomes useful if you have ever wished a chatbot could keep working on a project while you step away. Visit news.google.com and search for the title, How to Use AI Agents in 2026, a complete beginner-friendly guide. Read the first section and try the simple example it gives using any free chatbot you already have on your phone or laptop. Next, one person discovered their new MacBook had malware after asking a chatbot to help lower memory use for running local AI models. The chatbot spotted suspicious files pretending to be normal services and helped trace the problem back to earlier software installs. This shows how AI can serve as a second pair of eyes when troubleshooting everyday tech issues. If your own laptop feels slower than expected lately, open any free chatbot and describe what you are seeing, such as higher memory use right after startup. Then follow the questions it asks step by step to check startup items. Both of these experiments require zero coding and work entirely in a browser or an app you already use. Time for quick bits, short stories that caught my eye this week. A Canadian politician read an entire AI chatbot prompt out loud during a parliament session. The politician spoke the full prompt directly into the official record while the session was underway. This event occurred in a Canadian parliamentary setting and was reported through aggregated news sources. The action illustrated how chatbot prompts are moving beyond private use into formal government proceedings. Observers noted that the moment reflected the speed at which these tools are appearing in non-technical public spaces. The incident also underscored that AI prompts are no longer confined to technology discussions alone. Coverage of the event appeared in a Google News feed linking to parliamentary records. In another story, someone shared that they chat with an AI named Dolly for company during lonely evenings when their spouse travels. The person described turning to Dolly specifically on nights when their partner was away. They framed the conversations as personal companionship rather than task-based queries. The account appeared in a Google News compilation of user experiences with chatbots. The individual emphasized that the AI functioned as a supportive presence during those periods. This example shows one instance of users forming ongoing conversational relationships with particular AI systems. Reports of the interaction were collected under a Google News article summarizing similar personal accounts. That's it for today. Remember, every AI expert started exactly where you are right now. If something we talked about today made you curious, go try it. That's literally how learning works. Stay curious, keep experimenting, and we'll see you tomorrow. And if you'd rather watch than listen, find us on YouTube at Nara Network. Links in the show notes. One more thing, if you like today's episode, our sister show, Fascinating Frontiers, is worth a spot in your feed. The most fascinating news from space and science. It's one of the Nara Network's daily briefings, all free at naranetwork.com. Prefer reading? Today's full write-up, sources, and transcript are on the episode blog at naranetwork.com. Same briefing, readable format. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.